The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hi, my dear snappy children, welcome back. In the previous class, we have a discussion whether Antonio would be able to repay the money taken from Shylock, isn't it? Yes. So, let's move to the court and see what happened to Antonio. Are you ready? Yes. Take page number 187. Is he not able to pay the money? Asked the young lawyer Balthazar. Who was Balthazar? Yes. Portia. She disguised herself as a lawyer. Bassanio then offered him the 3,000 ducats, as many times over as he should desire. Yet Shylock refused it. He still insisted upon having a pound of Antonio's flesh. The young counselor now wanted Shylock to let her have a look at the bond once again. When she had read it, she said, "The bond is forfeited." And by this, the moneylender lawfully claims a pound of flesh cut off by him nearest Antonio's heart. Bassanio offered him 3,000 ducats as many times over as he should desire. So, Bassanio was ready to repay the money to Shylock, but Shylock refused it. He said he wanted justice. He still insisted upon having a pound of flesh, Antonio's flesh. The young counselor, this Portia, now wanted Shylock to let her have a look at the bond once again. When she had read it, she said, "The bond is forfeited." And by this, the moneylender, who was the moneylender here? Yes, Shylock, lawfully claims a pound of flesh to be cut off by him nearest Antonio's heart. So Portia said that you can cut off a pound of flesh. Then he said to Shylock, "Be merciful, take the money and bid me tear the bond." But no mercy would the cruel Shylock show. He said, "By my soul, I swear, no man can persuade me to change my mind." But Shylock was stern, stubborn. He said, "No one could able to change my mind. I need justice." "Now, Antonio," said Balthazar, "you must prepare your bosom for the knife." While Shylock was sharpening the long knife and feeling its sharp edge, Balthazar asked Antonio, "Have you got anything to say?" Antonio calmly said, "I have but little to say. I have prepared my mind to die." So, Portia asked to Antonio, "Do you wish to say anything?" "I have nothing to say. I am ready to die. I have prepared my mind to die." Because Antonio knows the character of cruel Shylock, greedy Shylock. Then he turned to Bassanio and said, "Give me a hand, Bassanio. Fare you well. Grieve not that I have fallen into the misfortune for your sake. Tell my regards to your honorable wife and how I have loved you." So then he turned to Bassanio. Who turned to Bassanio? Yes, Antonio, and said, "Give me your hand, Bassanio. Fare you well." Fare you well means goodbye. "Grieve not that I have fallen into misfortune." Grieve means sad, worry. So he said, Antonio said, "Don't worry. I have fallen into the misfortune for your sake. You should not worry thinking about me." Me means here Antonio. "Tell my regards to your honorable wife." Who is the wife? Yes, Portia. "And how I had loved you." Who had loved? Yes, Antonio's love towards his bosom friend Bassanio. In the deepest agony, Bassanio replied, "Antonio, I am married to a wife who is as dear to me as life itself. But life itself, my wife, and all the world are not considered by me above your life. I am willing to lose all. I would sacrifice everything to this devil here to save you. But Bethany replied, I love my wife more than my life, but for you, I am ready to lose everything to save your life. Shylock now cried out impatiently, we are wasting time. I pray pronounce the sentence. Every heart was full of grief for Antonio. So Shylock shouted that we are wasting time. Now, Shylock wanted to cut off a pound of flesh from Antonio's body. As the judgment was going to be announced, the young lawyer asked Shylock if there were balances to weigh the flesh. Shylock said that he had them ready. The lawyer also asked him if he had called a doctor lest Antonio bleeds to death. Shylock said no and added that it was not written in the bond. As the judgment was going on, the young lawyer, that is Balthazar, our Portia, asked Shylock, where is the balances to weigh, that is weighing machine. Shylock said that he had with them already. The lawyer also asked if he had called a doctor. For what purpose? Lest, L-A-S-T, lest means in case or fear, to fear that, in case. In case Antonio bleeds to death. Shylock said no and added that it was not written in the bond. Shylock needed only a pound of flesh, but the young lawyer Balthazar asked, have you called the doctor? To this, Shylock answered, I cannot find it. It is not in the bond. So again, Shylock replied the same thing. It was not written in the bond about the doctor. Then said Balthazar, a pound of Antonio's flesh is yours. The law allows it and the court awards it. And you may cut the flesh from off his chest. But this bond here gives you no drop of blood. The words clearly are a pound of flesh. If in cutting off the pound of flesh you shed one drop of Antonio's blood, your lands and goods are by the law to be confiscated to the state of Venice. Pound of Antonio's flesh is yours. The court allowed that. But when you cut out a pound of flesh from Antonio's body, no drop of blood should shed from his body. That's a trick used by Balthazar, that is Portia. If a drop of blood shed out, your land, whose land? Yes, Shylock's land and goods. Confiscated means taken or seized. So, if that happened, your goods and your lands will be taken by the authority of Venice. Hearing this, Shylock was totally confused. It was utterly impossible for Shylock to cut off the pound of flesh without shedding some of Antonio's blood. This wise discovery of Balthazar saved the life of Antonio. So it's not possible, isn't it, children? Cutting a pound of flesh from somebody's body without shedding a drop of blood. Is it possible? No. This wise discovery of Balthazar, is Portia's idea, saved the life of Antonio. Now we are moving to scene 3. All admire the wonderful sagacity of the young counselor. Finding himself defeated in his cruel intent, Shylock said with a disappointed look that he was ready to take the money. Rejoiced beyond measure at Antonio's unexpected deliverance, Bassanio cried out, "Here is the money." But Portia stopped him, saying, "Slowly, there is no haste. The moneylender shall have nothing but the penalty. Therefore, prepare, Shylock, cut off the flesh, but mind you, shed not a drop of blood. If you make a mistake, you are condemned by the laws of Venice to die, and all your wealth is forfeited to the state." So all admired. Everyone in the court admired the wonderful sagacity. Sagacity means ability to make judgments or wise decision of the young counselor. So everyone admired the wise judgment of Portia. Finding himself defeated in his cruel intent means purpose, Shylock said that with a disappointed look, he said that I am ready to take the money. And Bassanio became happy. Why Bassanio became happy? Yes, his friend's, Bosom's friend's life was saved. So he said that here is the money. But Portia stopped him, saying, "Slowly, there is no haste." Haste, what do you mean haste? Hurry or speed. So there is no hurry to give the money now. The moneylender shall have nothing but the penalty. Penalty means punishment. Therefore, prepare, Shylock, cut off the flesh. And Portia said that, Shylock, you can cut off the flesh, but mind that, shed not a drop of blood. If you make a mistake, you are condemned. Condemned means sentenced by the laws of Venice to die, and your wealth is forfeited. Forfeited to the state. So if you make a mistake, all your wealth will be taken by the state of Venice. Give me my money and let me go, said Shylock. I have it ready here, said Bassanio. So by hearing all this, Shylock said, give me my money, I will go from here. And Bassanio was ready to give the money. Shylock was going to take the money. Portia again stopped him, saying, wait, I have yet another hold upon you. By the laws of Venice, your wealth is forfeited for the state, to the state for having conspired against the life of one of its citizens, and your life lies to the mercy of the Duke. Therefore, down on your knees and ask him to pardon you. So, Shylock was ready to get the money. Portia stopped him again, and she said, by the laws of Venice, your wealth is forfeited to the state for having conspired. What by conspired? A secret plan against the life of one of its citizens, and your life is the mercy of the Duke. Therefore, down on your knees and ask him pardon you. Pardon means forgive or show mercy. The Duke then said to Shylock, you may see the difference of our belief in God. I pardon you your life before you ask it. Half of your wealth belongs to Antonio, the other half comes to the state. The Duke now released Antonio and dismissed the court. He then highly praised the wisdom and ingenuity of the young counselor and invited him home to dinner. But Portia, who meant to return to Belmont before her husband, refused the invitation politely. The Duke then said to Shylock, you may see the difference, because Shylock was not at all showing any mercy to Antonio. But here, Duke was ready to show mercy to Shylock. He said, half of your wealth belongs to Antonio and half other comes to the state. By saying that, Duke released Antonio and the court was dismissed. So what was the judgment at last? Yes, Antonio was released. Bassanio did not give any money to Shylock, and Shylock's wealth, half of his wealth goes to Antonio, half of the wealth to the state of Venice. And he then highly praised the wisdom of and ingenuity. Ingenuity means cleverness of the young counselor, that is Portia, and invited him home to dinner. But Portia, who meant to return to Belmont before her husband, refused the invitation politely. But Portia refused the invitation and she wanted to reach Belmont. When the Duke left the court, Bassanio said to Balthazar, most worthy gentleman, I and my friend Antonio have been acquitted of grievous penalties by your wisdom, and I beg you to accept the 3,000 ducats due to Shylock. Bassanio couldn't able to find out Balthazar, and he said, most worthy gentleman, I and my friend Antonio have been acquitted of grievous penalties. Acquitted means clear, grievous means severe. They have cleared the severe penalties by your wisdom, and I beg you to accept the money. I am here means Bassanio. So Bassanio requested Balthazar to take the 3,000 ducats. But Portia was not ready to accept the money. Bassanio again pressed Balthazar to accept some reward. It came into Portia's mind to play a trick upon her husband. She said, give me your ring, I will wear it for your sake. So Portia did not accept the money. At that time, suddenly she thought of play a trick upon her husband. She said, give me the ring, I will wear it for your sake. Actually, who has given the ring to Bassanio? Yes, Portia. Bassanio was distressed. Distressed means worried. When the counselor asked him the only thing he could not part with, he replied that he could not give him the ring because it was his wife's gift. But Bassanio said, I can't give the ring, it was gift of my lovable wife. He had promised her never to part with it. At this, Portia pretended to be offended and left the court. So he said he had promised to Portia that he won't remove the ring forever. At this, Portia pretended. Pretend means act. She acted to be offended. Offended means hurt. And she left the court. Dear Bassanio, said Antonio, let him have the ring. Let my love and the great service he had done for me be valued against your wife's displeasure. Ashamed to seem ungrateful, Bassanio yielded and sent the ring to Balthasar. So at that time, Antonio said, Dear Bassanio, let him have the ring. Give the ring to him. Him means here Balthasar. Let my love and the great service he had done for me be valued against your wife's displeasure. So Antonio asked Bassanio to give the ring to Balthasar. So at last, Bassanio gave the ring to Balthasar. Portia returned home happily, having performed a good action. At Belmont, she waited for her husband. When Bassanio arrived accompanied by Antonio, her eyes immediately fell upon his empty fingers and she asked him about his wedding ring. I gave it to the lawyer who saved Antonio's life, Bassanio said. So after that, Portia happily went to Belmont and she was waiting for her husband. So at the time, Bassanio reached Belmont with his bosom friend Antonio, and Portia noticed the empty fingers of Bassanio and she asked him about his wedding ring. Actually, that trick was played by Balthasar, Portia. So Bassanio replied that I gave the ring to the lawyer who saved the life of Antonio. Hearing this, Portia looked very angry and reproached Bassanio. Reproached means scolded. She said, No, you lie. You gave it to some other woman. He said with great earnestness, No, no woman had it. The young lawyer who refused 3,000 ducats of me begged for the ring. What could I do, sweet Portia? So hearing this, Portia looked very angrily and reproached. Reproach means scolded Bassanio. He said with great earnestness. Earnest means sincere. So with much sincerity, he said, No, no woman had it. The young lawyer who refused to get 3,000 ducats, I gave the ring to the lawyer. Hearing the quarrel between the couple, Antonio said, I am the unhappy cause of these quarrels. So Portia was pretending, acting, and hearing the quarrel between the couple. Who is the couple here? Yes, Bassanio and Portia. And Antonio said, I am the unhappy cause of these quarrels. So Antonio said, I am the reason for the quarrel. Portia consoled Antonio not to grieve. Then Antonio said, I once did lend my body for Bassanio's sake, but for him to whom your husband gave the ring, I should have now been dead. I swear, your Lord will never more break his word with you. So Portia consoled means comfort or support Antonio not to be sad. Grieve means sad. Then Antonio said, I once did lend my body for Antonio's sake, but for him to whom your husband gave the ring, I should have now been dead. So Antonio explained to Portia that because of me, he had given the ring to the lawyer. I swear means promise. So Antonio promised to Portia that from hereafter, Bassanio would not break any promise with you. Then you shall be his surety, said Portia to Antonio. Give him this ring and bid him keep it better than the other. So saying, she gave the ring to him. So Portia gave the ring to Bassanio. When Bassanio looked at the ring, he was strangely surprised to find out it was the same he had given away. Then Portia told him how she had been the young counselor Anarissa, her clerk. Portia then gave him a letter which contained the happy message of Antonio's ships supposed to be lost, safely arriving in the harbor. So the tragical beginnings of this rich merchant's story were all forgotten in this unexpected good fortune which followed. There was a leisure to laugh at the comical adventure of the ring and also at the husband who did not know his own wife. So when Portia gave the ring to Bassanio, Bassanio looked at the ring surprisingly. Why he became surprised? Yes, it was the same ring he given to Balthasar. Portia explained everything to Antonio and Bassanio, how she became Balthasar as a lawyer, Anarissa, the clerk. Then Portia gave him a letter which contained happy news What is the happy news? Yes, the ships of Antonio are arriving safely, and they laughed because Bassanio could not able to find out his own wife in the court. So the play became a comical adventure at the end. So always think that divine quality of mercy is always better than justice. Got it, children? So we have completed all the units in your course book. So from next week onwards, we will focus to the grammar. So that's all for today. We will meet in the next class. Until then, it's bye from your in the teacher. Thank you.